Hello, good morning, and welcome to your Thursday this morning.
Lots on the way. We're starting by catching up with some guests that we have met on the show once before, actually, but down the line.
Yeah, that's right. If you've ever visited a London tube station, then you might have seen the uplifting messages left by all on the board team, Jeremy and Ian.
If you haven't seen them there, you'll have probably seen them on their Instagram, which is amassing a huge amount of followers. Jeremy and Ian, the brains behind these boards, are back with a second book inspired by their famous uplifting whiteboard messages. In fact, thank you very much indeed to the team across the road at the White City tube station who have lent us their real board today. And the guys have put today's poem on. So after here, it's going back over to White City.
Absolutely.
And that's where it'll be for the day.
Yeah.
Welcome. How lovely to see you. We'll talk
so
about that in
lovely
just
to
a
be
second.
here.
Thank you for having us.
But it's the last time was down the line, and now you're finally on the sofa.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
So
crazy we're here.
let's start with the job. What is the special requirements team?
So the special requirements team, we can work anywhere and everywhere, sort of like if there's engineering works or events taking place, you know, we're kind of like the A team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes,
Right.
the
Yeah,
A
we're
team.
there. Yeah,
And so how do you go from that, I guess, to writing on these boards and making these incredible poems that people love?
Well, like Ian was saying, we work at events sometimes, so we were doing that as a regular thing, and then we saw so many people going through and seeing signs that just say things like keep right or keep left, and we thought we'd jazz it up a bit, come up with something a bit more fun.
Yeah.
Was
And
the
that's how
first
it
one
started.
2017?
Yeah,
Was,
2017.
What was the first one that you
It was
did?
Craig David.
Right.
Yeah, so, and what it was, we was both working at the station. There was a Craig David concert taking place, and all these fans were coming through. We was going through the Craig David songs that we knew, and we were singing them quite badly to one another, you know what I mean? And then we thought, you know, rather than have it say keep right, and it was a filthy board, we rubbed it out, put our little poem on it, and everyone was like kind of taking selfies with it. It was creating smiles and stuff, and we was like, you know, the world needs
got
more
something
smiles.
here, yeah.
We got a bit of a buzz from it, and everyone else they got a buzz from it too. Yeah, so it was good.
It not only brings smiles, but what it seems to do as well, it sort of gives an outlet for difficult things, for things that people find hard to talk about. And obviously we all know the horrible, tragic story of Sarah Everard. And that board that you wrote that day in honour of her was, I mean, it's hard to say the most popular, but it was the one that resonated with the most people. People really reacted to that board.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if you've got it showing up.
Yeah,
but,
it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it was one we just. It just came straight from us, which is what happens often. You know, something happens, we respond in the way that we do, and it either resonates or it doesn't. But that one there was we had to do it as quickly as we could because we knew there would be a lot of people out there feeling all kinds of emotions.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to write something special in it. Yeah.
I love them. I mean, they are really inspirational. I love your Instagram page. I see it every single day. And sometimes it's like, oh, wow, that's got to help so many people. What are the quotes that have stuck out for you? Not the poems that you've invented yourselves, but because you also use other people's quotes. What are the big quotes that you've used?
I can't really sort of like think of any quotes, but it's just people that kind of inspire us, you know, like with Dame Deborah James, you know, it's, we became quite close with her and we was exchanging messages, and it's just like actions that kind of inspire us more.
Yeah.
You know, the whole sort of like being kind to one another. And that's a message that we want to get out there, you know, it's like however lonely you feel, you know, you're not alone.
This doesn't come out of nowhere. And it's lovely that your company have said, actually, we're behind this, because many big companies say, actually, could you stop? That's not company policy. So it's lovely that everyone's behind you. But it does come out of your own personal experiences.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've both got our own like health conditions and mental health conditions. I mean, I've said it before. I used to be a train driver, and I had a young girl jump in front of my train, and it did mess me up big time. You know what I mean? And I found sort of like being creative kind of helped. You know, you write your feelings down on paper.
Yeah.
And it's kind of evidence, like years later, you can look back on it and say, that's where I was, you know, I've survived that, I've got through it, you know.
Wow,
Yeah,
well
and the thing is, like, even when you get through certain things, as you know, your mental health stays with you for your life, and you get these little moments where it kind of comes back, you know, the invisible enemy kind of comes back into you, and you've got to fight it again. I mean, even when we were making this second book, we had certain things happen to us. Ian ended up in hospital for a bit.
Yeah.
I ended up off work because I got assaulted at work, and then we were trying to finish the book. But then you kind of find that you're writing a book about mental strength and being positive. So as you're finding your way through those tough moments, it's going into there and it's helping us create something special for other people to read and hopefully get through whatever they're going through.
Well, before you go, who's going to read our poem?
He's got the best voice.
Yeah, we would have got Stephen Fry in, but he was unavailable. But I'll give it my best shot.
Do it.
Yeah.
You do it.
Okay. Right, this is about you guys. Yeah.
The whole team, yeah.
Right. This morning makes us feel less lonely and brings the nation together. Whatever is going on in the world and whatever the weather, it's a national institution and it fully deserves a poem on one of our boards. The silver-haired fox and golden locks cheer us up, and all of the presenters are like friends to us all. They are professional and can still present after a night out on the tiles collecting TV awards. We've all seen them photos as well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm so glad they gave you a bit of time off to come in and see
Yeah,
us.
thank you so much.
Thank you. I absolutely love what you do. So the Instagram following is going through the roof, and massive and inspirational every day, as is this. You can flick through this, and it's thick. There's lots in here. Any one of these is going to make you feel better. And that is what we're talking about. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you very much.
And that's going across the road to White City Station.
They're going to love
We're
it.
not taking it, though.
Not my job, mate.
No.
No, that's the runner who went over to get it this morning. He's brought it over. Is now going to take it back again.
Yeah, he's good lad.
Right then, on with the show. Here's what you've got to look forward to. We continue our mission to help you feed the family for less. Today, it's John Torrode's turn to whip up a dish that you can make for just £1 per portion. Morning, John, what are you making?
So today we're taking a baked potato, we're taking some chickpeas, and we're going to make a spiced potato cake. Now, I think the Indians sometimes call it an aloo tikki. So the idea is there's a coating of small potato on the outside, like normal potato, and inside this is this bomb of spices and chilli and coriander, all served on chickpeas and all under £1.
That sounds very good. Lovely. See you in a bit. Also today...
We're not sacrificing anyone. Not now, not ever. Waste of time. They're never going to choose to do this. And I don't blame them.
2 stars from some of your favourite TV shows and movies, Rupert Grint and Ben Aldridge, tell us all about bringing a best-selling horror novel to the big screen. They'll be here at 11:10.
Bryony Blake is here to prove you can turn back the clock with a little help from some high street makeup products today. Morning, Bryony. So it's wrinkle banishing.
It is, well, you know, what I can say is that we've got so many affordable products that you can find on the high street, and it's mainly about technique. So I'm going to show you techniques of how to lift, sculpt and plump.
Sounds good, thank you. All of that, plus all of this. Love Island star Faye Winter talks to us about her own experiences when we delve into the world of tweakments at 10:30.
We'll meet the journalist at the centre of the hatchet-wielding hitchhiker documentary currently taking the nation by storm. He's going to help us unpick this true crime story at 10:40.
And actors Rupert Grint and Ben Aldridge will be right here in the studio. We hear about their big screen horror movie at 11:10.
You can actually hear the board being rolled out of the studio as it goes
Straight to the train station.
As it goes to White City Tube Station. There it is. That has been...
Off it goes.
There we are, rolled out. In today's phone-in, there's another chance to call our GP. Dr. Zoe is on call. Who would you like to hear from today, Zoe?
Well, anyone who's got a health query, but also if people are struggling to get GP appointments, they're not sure where to turn or what to do or how best to get an appointment, I'm really happy to take calls on that today as well.
Thank you. You can give us a call for free on 08000 30 40 44 or download our free This Morning app to get involved. Please get in touch by 11:15 and you must be 18 or over.